Hi, this is Pete with Mountain State Moto. Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe. Also interested in hearing your guys' comments on my videos and any questions you might have about some of the accessories that I'll be putting on my bike. So I have a 2022 KTM Super Adventure S and 1290S. I went ahead and ordered a graphics kit, a custom graphics kit from a company called Moto Design Studio. And I have to give credit to Chris from, I think his channel is Life of Smokey. He goes by Little Smokey, I believe. But anyway, he put one of these kits on his 1290R, and I thought it looked fantastic. I believe his kit was mostly white, and there's some maybe black and some other colors in there. But it definitely changed the look of the bike. So I went ahead and ordered one of those based on his video. And I just wanted to get a little more in depth with the custom design part of it and what I ended up going with. So the kit itself is considered a full parts kit, I believe they call it, or a full graphics kit. And it's about $350. It took about well, there was a little bit of communication issue, but overall I was very happy with how it turned out and the speed in which I got it. I ended up getting it about a week after when I thought I would. There was a little bit of communication in the beginning that didn't take place that should have in the first week or so. But I got it about 3 weeks later after I placed the order. This is how it came. It came in a big cardboard box outside of this, and I'll remove the bag. All the pieces for this kit were taped. They're not like this, how they are now in a giant pile. They were all taped where they were sort of protected and face down and all over the place. It took quite a while to take them off without damaging them and trying to be careful. So I did that. These are vinyl graphic stickers. The idea is essentially you have a color scheme in mind, and you contact them when you order it on the website and let them know what color scheme you're thinking of, where you want the colors, if you have any custom numbers you want to put on there like I did, things like that. And they will go ahead and send you a draft design from one of their designers, and then you either approve that or go back with some changes. And I went back and forth with the gentleman that was working on my kit probably 4 or 5 times. Maybe even a couple more than that. I don't remember, but he was very agreeable and kind of, easily made the changes that I was asking for, and I think it turned out great. So what I was interested in doing was essentially having a bike that is khaki green, or sort of the new Triumph color green for their tank on the Rally Explorer Pro, or Rally Explorer, I should say. I like that green a lot. This green is not exactly the same, which I didn't think it would be exactly the same. There's no like metallic flake in there like that tank or that color has from Triumph. However, I still like the way that it looks. And I think it contrasts well with the amount of white that I have in the kit, and then the black itself. So anyway, I'll give you, and here's my custom number, 000. That side has a hole in it. That's interesting, and I believe that's for the seat heat switch, which I just installed. So it's funny, if I didn't have that, I guess there'd be a hole there, but that's fine. I'll just give you an idea. Here's a whole bunch of the green ones, but let's take a look at some of the white areas and some of the bigger areas. So here's some of the white. I'll put up a picture of what the design is supposed to be, and it's not exactly right because when he was sending it back and forth, the designer, he kind of said, look, I'm taking some from here or there and other projects or whatever, so it'll look somewhat like this, but I don't have everything in one picture, put it that way, as a final design, because we were going back and forth so much. So but I'll post that so you can see too during this video. And the initial concept was interesting. When I first explained this to him, they sent one over, and it actually, looking at it now, I really like it too. But where this green is khaki, it's more of a like Kawasaki green. And I think it also would have looked really good. It might even look better than this design, I'm not sure. You guys can let me know what you think. I'll put that up as well, that initial draft. So like this piece here, I believe this is for potentially the back of the tank, the strap area. Let's see. Here's some more pieces. I think these are the lower or mid fairing area on the left and right. These are for the tank. These are pretty big. So you can see there's a lot of green in here, but there's also some white and some black. So it should be really interesting going on. So read the instructions. It comes with a pamphlet here on how to install it. Basically, I think it lists two ways where you essentially lay all this out on top of the bike. You clean the bike first very well, and you degrease it, and then lay this out on top of the bike with masking tape. Make sure that all the gaps are correct and everything's where it's supposed to go. And then you peel off half of a sticker, push it down, and now the sticker is kind of oriented and not going to move. And then you you lift the other side up and peel that half off. And so you have to cut the backing halfway up as you're doing it. That's the recommended way, and I think that's the way I'm going to try to do it. And the other way is, of course, with soapy water or some kind of solution to kind of slide them around and all that. But I don't want to risk that. It says it's more tricky. I've never done that, so I don't want to have any problems with the install. So I'm going to go ahead and try their recommended way. It also comes with this, I guess, little map view or plan view, or actually that would be a profile view of the bike, and shows you where the stickers, the areas are going to go. It's not going to look like that, of course, but just the areas that they're intended to go on. So that might help a little bit. It would be more helpful, obviously, if it was all broken down by my actual design, but this could be helpful slightly. So let's go install it on the bike now. All right, so I've already washed the bike. It's pretty clean. I've got some Zep degreaser here and a clean lint-free microfiber cloth. I'm going to go ahead and wipe everything down. Before I start, one of the reasons that I got the kit, I think the bike looks great the way it is, but I always like to be a little different, and I think this is really going to kind of make it stand out from all the other 1290s that are out there with the same color scheme. Not that there's anything wrong with them, and I may not like this and pull it back off in a month or two or whatever. The other thing is, and maybe it's not that important, but I thought it would be nice to have a little like extra paint protection and something that, I mean, it's not a full wrap, of course, but when you peel it off, everything underneath the sticker should be like new, even a couple of years or a few years down the road. So, all right, I'm going to get started on cleaning it off. All right, so I think I got it pretty good. I went ahead and hit some other areas that I know aren't getting stickers, like the headlight, and I'm sure some of you saw that. That's the, I don't know, ADD, OCD, whatever in me. So I think we're ready to install. So the next step is I'm gonna get the stickers, lay them out, put the masking tape on, and see how that looks. Wow, it's definitely a big difference. That really changes the look of the bike, just that one piece in itself. All right, so I've got it all taped up. I had 2 pieces left over. Like any good project, I always have stuff left over. So these 2 right here, I'm going to figure out where they go if it kills me. Right now I have no clue. I've been looking all over the place for it. This piece here goes on top of the guard for the exhaust, but I put a new exhaust on here, the Arrow Sonora or Senora, well, however you say it. And this doesn't really fit that guard anyway, so I will probably not force this on because it'll look weird. And it's going to be covered up with a saddlebag anyway. Some of the areas being green you can see are pretty dark. Like down here in the swing arm, you can't even see that piece in front of the adjuster here. So anyway, the white in front you can, of course. But I think overall it looks decent. I don't know, it looks a little weird with the masking tape on it right now, but do a little walk around so you can see. The front, originally I had asked for this to be white and they made it green. So it is what it is. I don't think it's worth complaining about. Probably might even look better than white, I don't know. So there it is. And I will do the rest tomorrow in the morning when it's nice and cool out. And I'll do the install and show you how that goes. All right, it is the next morning, beautiful day here in West Virginia. I'm going to start the installation of the vinyl stickers on the bike. I've got some tools here, just a typical or random vinyl squeegee and a variable heat gun to help get around some of the angles for some of those stickers that need to do compound angles. And let's get started. I'm heating it up a little bit just to get it a little more pliable. It's a little cold in the morning right now. I've got the sticker lined up with the tape about where it needs to be. And I'm going to go ahead and peel the bottom half, or try to. All right, and then I'm going to cut. So I cut the bottom of the backing off just a little ways up, and then I'll get this lined up where I want it to be and press down. So it looks like it's going to cover some of the headlight molding. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, there we go. The whole thing just came off, but that's all right. Not perfect, but probably good enough. So that's an example of how this is supposed to go, I think. I get it pressed on there real good, and then I'll peel the top half off and kind of push it up into place. Trying not to get air bubbles in there. Actually, what I'm going to do is just cut some more off and not go all the way yet. I can see this is going to take a while. So after this, I'm going to just let the camera run and speed it up. All right, lower part's good. Peel this upper part off. You see, make sure it's gonna lay correctly. Yeah, it looks pretty good right there. Close enough. Trying not to get my fingers on the adhesive, but I can't help it completely. Work the bubbles around and out. All right, it's certainly not perfect and it's certainly not lined up perfectly, but I'll trim some of the excess in this inside edge off here, but it's close enough. And it came with the instructions, or the instructions say that it takes about 24 to 48 hours for the glue in here to completely harden. I'm sure baking in the sun today will help it some. I'll let it be out in the sun when I'm done. It looks pretty good. Yeah, the air bubbles in here, they're gonna fix. All right, so something worth mentioning is so far the kit's going together pretty good. The heat gun really helps. This piece right here with this yellow or orange sticker on it, some colorblind, they didn't send me something to cover it up. I was going to take the one that goes on the handlebar guards, or the hand guards. This goes on there, and then cover this up with it, which I could do, but I think I really want to put these on the hand guards, even though I might change them later. I did find out yesterday, I was talking about this piece not knowing where it goes. Well, it goes right here on the inside of the recess for the seat, the front of the seat. The only thing is, I don't think I need it. So what I'm going to do is cut this material out and cover this up with it. And the reason why I don't think I want to put it here is because I feel like every time you take the seat on and off, you're going to mar it, especially this top area, because it's going to rub over it, and over time it's going to get kind of nasty and bad looking, I guess you could say. I think it looks fine. You have black here, so I don't think I need to put this strip in there, but I might save enough. I'll save this top side and I'll just cut the piece out I need from the lower side in case I want to just fill that gap in later. So I'm going to take this cover piece off so I can not only cover this whole sticker, but it would be almost impossible to pull the backing off the sticker and shove it up in there without it getting all bunched up or messing up. So that's what I'm doing. I did consider peeling this sticker off, which is possible, I'm sure. However, I started to try to peel a corner and it seemed like there's potentially clear coat or something on it, or over it, or over all of these stickers, which would make sense. So I'm just going to cover it. But I cut this piece here. I gotta refine it now, but this should work. I'm just doing it by eyeball. I don't think this needs to be perfect. And then I'll mirror it on the other side and just use this as a template. Alright, so I think that turned out okay. Gonna repeat on the other side. Last thing on the left side of the bike, I'm going to try to fix this. Looks like they put it's like a big hole for a relief in the sticker if there was more of a bend, but it's kind of extreme. So I'm just going to take a scrap piece, try to heat it up and rub it on here and see if I can get an impression, and then cut it out with scissors. We'll see how this goes. Probably won't work, but I'm going to try. left me just enough of an impression, I think, to cut this out. Barely see it. All right, I think it turned out pretty well. It was not really difficult, although I've never done any kind of vinyl sticker application before. It was fairly intuitive. Used the heat gun quite a bit to get around some of the compound angles and just help tuck it under edges and things like that, and also work bubbles out. Still have some bubbling issues. You can see over here, and I'll walk around the bike. All right, I'll do a little walk around so you can see what it looks like up close. I really like the look on the front fender and headlight area. I mean, the whole thing I think looks really good. I'm kind of glad I went with this OD green or olive green rather than the lighter Kawasaki looking green, which was first suggested. I like some of the details down on the swing arm as well. There's a couple stickers down there. Here's where I had to cut a hole on this side for the rear passenger seat heat switch. Here's the seam I was talking about right here. I think I covered it up. I mean, this isn't going to last. I'm going to have to put some clear on it to try to hold down this little strip I put in here because some of the orange was coming through. I had to put a little white piece, a black piece, a green piece, and some more black here. So I think I'm going to put some clear nail polish over it, something like that. Try to hold it on. So otherwise it's not going to last very long. You guys let me know what you think. Please drop some comments below. I'm really interested to hear what you think about the design choice and the application. Also, obviously I had some issues. There are some bubbles left in there and I'll try to work them out still. And then on this side, I'll show you, I made a big mistake with the large piece. It's this piece here that goes over the tank. I had the backing, the way that I put it on, the backing got trapped under part of it, and I ended up having to cut a line through here to peel it back up to get the backing out before I could continue down. This side went much better than this side, so I'm not sure where I went wrong exactly, but it's on now. I covered up the seam as best as I could with a filler piece. It doesn't look great, and I'll show you that. But anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate the support. Let me know what you think.